Hi, I'm Scott. Welcome to Synth Stuff. Today, a question from a viewer on how to program sounds on the MODX and Montage so that the sustain pedal only affects some parts. Coming up next. I know this one is pretty specific. It's only for the MODX and the Montage. In what we're talking about here, they work the same way. I've had quite a few people who don't really understand how to program the Montage or MODX. This person has a performance that has several parts, and they want the sustain pedal to only affect some of those parts. It's actually really simple to do. That's why this video is going to be a quick and short one. So let me show you how it's done. So let's start with a simple performance that has only one part. We'll do that by just going in here and we'll pick, let's say, a pad. We want a pad that is going to have only a single in it. And let's see what we can find. That's fine. So we now have a pad in our first slot here. Now let's add something else in here, and that is going to also be a single, and we'll make it all right, let's use that. So now we have two parts, and if we just select solo the first one, we hear the pad. If we solo the second one, we hear the lead there. Now if I press my sustain pedal and play, that's fine, and the same thing with a pad. So for this performance, we might want to sustain the pad, but not the top, not the lead. But if we push sustain, you can see it's actually going to sustain both. So what I might want to do in this instance, let's split the keyboard. So for the lower part, the pad, I'm just going to click keyboard there, and I'm going to press, say, middle C. And then for the lead, we're going to do C sharp. So now, all the keys below C are going to play the pad. Everything above is going to play our lead. However, the sustain pedal is still applying to both. If I hold down the sustain pedal, you can see it's a mess. So if I want to have a quick lead up top while I'm holding a pad at the bottom, I either have to hold the pad down at the bottom, or if I use the sustain pedal, well, that's not what I want. I don't want the top sustaining. So let's go into the one that we want to modify, which is the second part. So we click on that, and we're going to click on Edit. We get to our Edit screen. What we want to go to is Mod Control, and then Receive Switch. And if we look across here, we can see all the things that is going to be received by this part. And right here, we see sustain. So we're going to turn sustain off. And we can also change any of these other things as well. If we don't want, I don't know, the foot controller to affect this one, or the pitch bend knob, or what have you. In fact, let's do that. Let's say the pitch bend we want on for the second part, but not the sustain. And then if we go back to the first part and edit it, let's say we want the sustain pedal on for that, but the pitch bend off for this one. So now we have part one that has the pads, but if we move the pitch wheel, nothing happens. However, we have on the top end, we can bend the pitch with the pitch bend at the same time. So let's now press the sustain pedal. I'm not playing that, I'm just hit it once and held it down, and if I move the pitch bend, nothing happens, and now I can play a top. And that's how it works. Simple as that. I hope that answers your question. I know I showed a little bit more than you asked, but hopefully that's of some use to you and anybody else that does have a MODX or a Montage and is wondering how to set up multiple sounds like that so that you can have different sounds being affected differently by the same controls, because you only have one pedal, one pitch wheel. So if you need that to affect just one of your parts, or maybe everything except one of your parts, that's how you go about doing it. I hope that helped you out. If you do like what you saw today, please click like, subscribe, click that little bell. It really helps us out when you do that, and you get notified every time I post one of these videos. Thanks for watching.